Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Perkanma circuit here in Finland for the Division 1 race in Formula Roblox. This is round 4 here in Finland, and we are hoping that we have an amazing race here today. I'm T-Box. We hope you enjoyed this broadcast. I'm also joined in by Ocean, who will be doing side commentating today. Ocean, how is it going?
Pretty good. Uh, we'll see the race. So, anyways, uh,
I agree with
yeah,
him.
that's
You'll
all.
see how this goes. As you see here, we're watching a little bit of the drivers practice around the circuit. A lot of the corners here are very normal for a race circuit, but there's some that the drivers are willing to push as really much as they can. And this is one thing I like to notice about Perkama. This is one of those circuits where you can have such great times and such bad times because these corners you have to run so precisely. If you just go too much inside or too much wide, it can cost you so much issues and you can lose so much of a lap time. So you really got to be cautious around this circuit and make sure that you don't slip up too much. As the
Uh-huh.
drivers look like they're about to be finishing up their practice here. Man 15 literally just joined the server and already set the fast lap. Earlier was Sebastian and David who were just going neck and neck to the line for laps. But it looks like Man 15 really is the better one here. He has been amazing this year in D1. Last time out at
Yeah,
Pomodoro, him and I'm pretty sure were having an amazing battle. But yeah, Man 15 I think would be my pick to win. He's done really amazing this year, and I think he might be able to keep up the pace. I
yeah.
mean, but
Well,
Ocean, do you have any other picks?
yeah, I'll choose Man 15 though. Yes, but potentially win
Looks like
that.
we're Looks like we're
Yeah,
both going to go for Man 15. Well,
yeah,
qualifying should be getting started up soon. They pushed the race, well, qualifying back a couple of minutes. That's why we've not started yet, so that way the drivers can get ready due to the F1 qualifying that just happens to be going on right now at the same time as this. But I think everyone is here, and we should hopefully have an amazing race today. You see
yeah,
a couple of the drivers are trying to get some final laps done. It's always good to get those extra laps done. You never know if it's going to help you in the long run because you can get a lot of more help for, you know, preparation or race because you might want to see any spot you can gain time, any spot you can lose time. And there's this one corner on the Pacoma circuit that I would point out. As you see, you go into turn one, it's a normal hairpin. Then there's a tough corner here where you got to go right and then left, obviously. However, but here's the thing that I've seen with a lot of the drivers. You can get so close to it. It's like the one corner in Monaco. Because if you go too close, you hit the wall and lose your time. And if you go too far out, you probably go wide. And then after that is a really tight left-hander. I think this is going to be the corner where a lot of drivers go wide today because you got to go so slowly and so precisely to that corner. If you mess it up, you're going to go wide and lose a lot of time. Now, the next couple of parts of
that's
the
true.
track, this is a very high-speed track. As practice is now finishing up, we are
Yep,
about to get started here for the qualifying.
yep. Black Summer still there.
A
Yeah, it's
short
the big.
intermission break. Or the oh my bad. Let me keep going.
Yeah, it's going go.
As you see,
Okay.
because usually they
Uh,
have these drivers with a short intermission time, they can catch a breath. As the clock is about to finish ticking down, we will start our qualifying. Ocean, do you have anything to say about qualifying?
I believe they'll be close. They'll be close qualifying. Oh, is it raining?
Oh, it's raining! As the qualifying starts, the rain is coming to the area here in Perkanma. And this is not going to be pleasant. This is going to hurt a
Oh,
lot of the drivers as they
yeah,
start
we have
their
to go in
laps. And it doesn't seem like the rain's going to go away for a while. It says in 30 minutes it's going to be cloudy. But you know, you
Yep.
can never really trust the weather in some places. I think this is one of the places where that's probably going to change. But if it goes from that to cloudy, I would love to see how these teams do their strategies. Do they want to stay on those wet tires due to the water on the track? Or do they want to switch over to the main tires?
Might be. It probably on much because as we see the weather in 10 minutes there'll be a little bit raining going on. Or 10
Luckily,
minutes
we do
later.
not have Luckily, we do not have delays in this league due to weather. We actually
Yeah.
still race through it, which is very nice. As we, it seems in about 29 minutes, this weather will go away according to the weather, unless it changes or something, which will most likely happen. But you never really know. It probably will stay as. As the first drivers start their laps here. Maybe who shall I take? So let's take a look at Man15. Obviously, since he's been amazing this year, let's see what lap times he can start up. Is he on the? He's on the soft compound tires, I think. Wow.
Yeah, everyone on softs.
The track is still listed as dry, I'm pretty sure, because of the weather. It's still cloudy right now, but the weather is really going to come in later around race time, and that might affect everybody. We have 8 minutes left to qualifying. It says 9 minutes time. We're going to have thunderstorms, if I'm correct. As Royal sets the first purple sector of today's qualifying. Let's take an eye on Royal. In the Scuderia Hispania car. Comes to those fast corners. Those are really precise corners as well. It has a lot more running room, but you can go really fast or really slow through that corner. And no matter what happens, you can either gain or lose time. Royal with another purple sector. He's on a flyer here. He's got Brody James right ahead of him, but he obviously won't affect him. Oh, and he keyed the corner. Oh, no. Well, check out Man15. Oh, he must have messed up as well. Coming to the line, Play Games is the first to set his lap. 1 minute 14.990. And she's probably going to be easily beaten. Brody James with a purple sector 3, but it's not enough. P2 for him, with about 3 tenths behind.
APA, meanwhile, goal speed 3. And what about GD Davis? David.
He's gonna go P4. It's been 1, 2, 3, 4 so far here in qualifying, but that's eventually going to change. Obviously, let's see who else comes to the line. Quattrus goes P5. Wow, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 now. And now Young's gonna come to the line, and the McLaren number 9. What's his time gonna be? P3, and he ends the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with a great purple sector. What do you think of that lap, Ocean?
I think it was leading.
Yeah. Yoto's about to come to the line here for the Latin Racing Team's number 13. Not bad corner. He has 2 green sectors on his first lap. Is he going to get to the line here? P4. Not bad for him. As T-Jerk has a purple sector. The Squadron Course car coming through the corners a little slow through those fast corners. Maybe he will lose a little bit of time there. That could be a little costly. As you see, uses as much as he can through that final left-hand fast corner. Into the right-hander, and now coming to the braking corner. It's not bad. He's got another green sector. Purple and green. Now into the left-hander. At the final right-hand corner, coming to the line. Is Teacher going to get the pole? 5 minutes and a half left in qualifying. Is he going to do it? Yes, he will! 1 minute 14.799 for T-Jerk Boy. Wow, what a lap.
Good lap, though.
Let's see who else we have. We have
Hazard,
who's on a green sector. The other Latin Racing Team driver.
Man15, both greens.
Oh, Man15 has 2 greens on his first actual, maybe completed lap. Great final corner there. Is he going to get it to the line, though? Which he will. The Racing Star 93, a Man15 at Percama. He gets it! 1 minute 14.728 by 70 hundredths. T-Jerk Boy is down to second, and Man15 is fastest. Hazard comes to the line. Only P12 for Hazard. Not a good lap. Who else do we have?
Outright.
We have a couple people. Oh, wait, who'd you say?
It's Al.
Okay.
Al. Sorry.
Oh.
And Dustin.
Dustizzle sets 3 green sectors and goes A4. Not bad for him. Let's see, who else? Port,
Yeah.
Fortress is going to come to the line for Spirit Racing. Only gains up to P9, but not bad. Dustin goes up to P8. Good lap time for him. And Raikkonen, P7. Now Sebastian was doing really good in practice. Can he keep up the pace? Sebastian Canto comes to the left-hander. Very, very slow corner, but he keeps it alive. Do the right-hander. He's going to come to the line here. Is Sebastian Cato going to set a good lap or a bad one? It's a P3 for Sebastian. Quarter of a second behind provisional pole. He's in a P3 as Teacher Boy has a purple sector 1. Comes to the fast corners. He takes that corner really slow for his car. Maybe could cause a little bit of concern. Black Serpent goes third. Good lap for him. Ooh, and Teacher gets a red sector. Must have not had a good one there. Keeps it very close to the corner. That is very impressive. Comes to the braking zone, left-hander. What's his time going to be? Play Games goes second. Misses out by 12 thousandths of a second. Teacher comes on. Royal goes fastest. And Teacher about a quarter of a tenth behind. What action did we just see? Royal goes fastest with a 1 minute 14.644, and if Teacher didn't have that red sector, he probably would have had the pole there. But with 2.5 minutes left, it looks like Royal might be on pole here unless somebody can set another good lap. Hazard is a green sector, although he is back in P17. Not good for him. So far, it doesn't look bad, though. He has another green sector. We don't know how much those green sectors can be worth, but those could be worth a lot or not much. He comes to that left-hand corner. Goes a little wider than some of the drivers, but he keeps it on course. Now he's going to come to the line. Is Hazard going to improve anymore? And only P14.
Yeah.
As this says, the rain is about to come in about maybe 2 minutes. That could be a big changer for the drivers. It's going to happen around maybe race time. Apex has 2 green sectors. Usher, would you like to add on anything about the qualifying here?
Yeah, I'll add something. Meanwhile, Milo joined late because of internet. He joined late. But
Yeah,
he's on a
Milo,
pit.
he is not going to get a lap time in unless he sets like a Royal time here on the pit row, which I highly doubt is going to happen. But you truly never know in a Roblox racing league.
Meanwhile, Dustin.
So he's got to get to the line, and this lap won't. Oh, P7 for Dustin, great lap for him.
Yeah.
But if you're Milo, you've got to just set a really good lap here in that Nichibatsu racing car. You just got to get there before the line says 0, and then you got to set another lap. But if he doesn't, he's going to start in the very back of the field. One shocker is David. He is in last place, about 1.25 seconds behind the pole position Royal. Very interesting, considering the fact he was third fastest, I'm pretty sure, in the practice before this race.
Yeah, I don't think Milo can make it. So meanwhile, Teacher, purple sector 2.
Dust Dizzle has a green sector.
Oh.
This is going to be Dust Dizzle's final lap. There is no way he's going to get to the line in 15 seconds from now. And it's going to be close for Milo. It's going to be
Teacher!
Oh, Teacher has a purple sector. He wrecked it. Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Milo comes to the line just short for Milo. And Royal, I'm pretty sure is going to be on pole. He sets another fastest lap. 1 minute 14.490. The only hope is Brody James and Hazard, who have green sectors, but I highly doubt they're going to get it. Brody James has 2 green sectors, but he's got to gain about 2/3 of a second to get anywhere close to Royal. Apex also has 2 green sectors. As we see here, coming through the final... Brody corner cut. Oh, no.
That's...
As Hazard is got a red sector, I don't think he is going to improve.
Or not. Maybe.
For a second, I was trying to think. I couldn't read if it was Milo or Birdie. My goodness. Birdie says he was up 4/10 there. Might have had a top 5. As Hazard comes to the line. He goes P7. Wow, what a final sector for Hazard. Man 15's won the final to come to the line. He's not even gonna try. He goes upside down. Oh my goodness. As the rain is starting to come in here in Perkama, this is going to be very interesting indeed. How is this going to work? Are the drivers going to start on the wet tires or not? They can go on intermediates or wet, but the track is still listed as dry.
Yeah.
This is going to be very interesting. Also, the rain's not going to be here for long.
Yeah, I think the rain will be dripping a bit.
Well, everybody, it's the Finland Grand Prix here at the Perkama circuit. We have weather coming in, we have headlines, we have stories. It's 1 light, 2 light, 3, 4, 5 red lights here at Perkama. And it's lights out and away we go. Great start from Royal. Who's going to get it into turn 1? It's a race to the first corner. T-Jerk is right behind, gets a better exit, and he looks to be ahead of Royal. It's all evened out so far, but it's going to be a corner that's going to change it. Anyone going to go wide? Not quite. Someone might have went wide in the back there, I think. And T-Jerk is pulling away. Here comes Man 15 for second. What a move down the straightaway, and he looks to be clear. Raikkonen in the back has the first purple sector. He's in P10 though. See, coming through the fast corners. Whoa, Man 15. He's using every part of the circuit here. Is he going to go for the overtake on lap 1? Has the run into the fast left-hander. Not quite enough. He might have went a little wide, but he gets the purple sector. No, Sebastian now has the purple sector. He's up into P4 for Sebastian.
Yeah,
as we see here,
yeah.
Man 15 going to try and go for another move. He sends it. Wow. He's giving it his all here. And that's first lap done. Oh shit, what did you think of that first lap?
It was very spicy for T-Jerk. Yeah, after
Man
the
15 sets the fastest lap. Oh no, Bob. Bob gets the fastest lap. Bob I don't even think did qualifying, and he's already up in the P11. Go Bob in the Scooterita Hispania car. Wow.
Welcome back,
looks
Bob.
like T-Jerk is pointing a little bit away. See anything we have in the back. We have a battle for the top 10 between Bob and Dustin. Bob's gonna try and use his run. He has some good speed on that Racing Star car. We go into the left-hander. Oh, and Bob corner cut. Along with David, and a lot of people come through. As T-Jerk has a purple sector, the battle is back going for Man 15 and T-Jerk. Ooh, Man 15 with a red sector though, that is not good.
Yeah, he goes white there.
It looks like T-Jerk might be running away with this, but that weather is now really starting to come onto the track. Whenever it starts to get wet, it's really going to be a game changer for these drivers. As T-Jerk sets the fast lap despite having a red sector in the Fox. Whoa, Man 15!
Oh, Man 15.
Wow! Oh my goodness, he went for it. And that is not what happened.
Can he try again? Nope, he didn't.
Not going to try again, yeah, no. Looks like we have a battle maybe here for P4. We do. Sebastian and Black Serpent. And Sebastian has a run. Is he going to do anything here though? They're both pretty even down the straightaway. Is anyone going to get the move? Oh, here comes Man 15. Excuse me, I was not paying attention to that battle. He might be ahead. They're still evened out. And it looks like Man 15 is extending ahead. He has. But not for long. T-Jerk is still there. Do that right-hander. Very close. As they're really trying to use as much room as they can. T-Jerk almost wide. He looks to be ahead. But Man 15 sends it and did not get the optimal line there. But it looks like it's going to work out for him. He's going to come to the line with T-Jerk. And And he gets the fastest lap and is ahead by about a third of a tenth. Still a pretty relaxed battle here. We haven't had too much happening.
Oh, boy. Hey. Hello there.
As we see here, it looks like Man 15 is going to be pulling away. Let's see what else other battles we have besides this one in the back. We're gonna bring up, not look at though, as it looks like T-Jerk's gonna go for another move. T-Jerk, oh, and Man 15 almost went wide. That was very close indeed, but he's gonna keep his line, and T-Jerk is forced a little wider, and Man 15 is ahead for the moment in the racing star car. Sebastian in the back just at a purple sector. Oh man, they are really close here for the lead. I think T-Jerk just went for a switchback there. He did. And he might have a run on Man 15. Coming to the line. He is not ahead quite yet. Into turn 1. Goes a little outside of Man 15. Into that left-hander. And Man 15 falls back a little more. About half a tenth now to the race lead. Very close indeed, but not much change. Maybe T-Jerk has one here. On Man 15, what a great corner that was from him. As now, it looks like Man 15 is going to be pulling away for this race lead unless T-Jerk can set some really good corners or if one of them goes wide. Still have a lot of green sectors back here. And the track is still listed as dry. It says it's raining, but we aren't seeing much of it. It's really just sitting there, and it doesn't seem like it's affecting the track too much. As Man 15 is gonna try and get back his lead here. Oh wow! And he tried to get the optimal line, but T-Jerk ran the better one. Also, we've had another commentator just join the VC. Can you introduce yourself? If you're there. Alright, I don't think he's there. Well, we'll get back to this race. How about Milo? He just said 2 green sectors and a purple sector. He's up into P9. Great run for Milo here.
Yeah, I'm pretty bad start.
Oh wow, what? Oh my goodness! As I was just about to close out Milo, he just sent it way wide around the corner on Hazard and just got the overtake. That was insane. What do you think of this race so far, Ocean?
Yeah, so far, okay, so I think the pit will be open soon. So far, it's very decent. It's being decent right now. The race, it's benefit like getting closer right now.
Oh, Hazard! He's lost a couple of places. He sets on this radio, it seems like the softs are not running very well. Maybe that could be a concern for T-Jerk and Man 15 and all the other drivers. The highest runner that is not using the soft tires is Royal. He is on the hard tires. He's about 2.5 seconds almost behind second place, and he's running a P3. How about Yoto?
Yeah, Yoto.
Oh. Yeah, Yoto's having an amazing day. He's getting closer to Royal, and he's in a P4 for line and race. That's a great job from him. But he's got to hold off Play Games, who is right on his tail. Ooh, he did not get a good corner. Looks like Play Games is going to get it. He does.
Yeah. Oh, Ray's coming. I see rain.
The rain. The rain is really coming down now. Oh, man.
Yeah. Yeah, really Hazard pitted on mediums, but doesn't
Hazard is pitted. Wow, Hazard pitted for mediums.
Yeah, that's very early for Hazard.
That is very bad for him. He's now going to have to pit again. And oh man, it's a heartbreak for that Ladder Racing number 2 car. He's going to most likely be in last place at the end of this race. As the two are still battling it out for the lead here. Man 15 and T-Jerk. Oh, T-Jerk went wide. Wow. Man 15 is ahead. You can see the struggle with the grip there. And they're all coming in. Both of them are in. Royal stays out, and Royal
Play
is going
game.
to take the lead.
Me will
Yoto
play game
comes in
staying.
as well.
Oh, seems like have everyone though staying.
Wow, a lot of other drivers are coming in right now. They think it's going to get a little worse maybe. The Royal
Yeah.
leads from Play Games, Sebastian, Jan, Milo, Bob, Dusted, T-Jerk, Dust Dizzle, and Man 15, and it looks like it's going to be pretty even out. As the track is now saying it is damp. Oh wait, did T-Jerk go on the mediums? Wow.
Yeah, very interesting out there for
That's
teacher
very interesting. The track is getting wetter, but they're not going for the wet tires.
or inters.
It looks like Raikkonen is on the inters, along with Apex, and yeah. Those are the only inter runners we have right now, I'm pretty sure. So 8th place might just technically be the battle of the lead here. There's a battle up in 6th place between Bob and Milo. Milo has been very aggressive today, but it seems to be paying off. He's up in P5 right now. A good job for him. And he goes a little wide. Looks like Bob's gonna try and get the move here. They come into the... Oh, Play Games has come in. Play Games has come in as well, the Max GP 21. Is anyone else going to dip their tires in the pits? I don't think so. Wow, very interesting pit strategies early on in this race. Here in
And he goes on
Perkama.
mediums. There he goes on
And you see
mediums.
it says...
Yeah.
Oh, they're going on the mediums? Wow.
Yeah.
Well, everyone, because the rain is not supposed to be here for long. It says it's going to be gone in a couple minutes. But this could really shuffle up the leaderboards due to what they want to select. Royal's trying to break the gap here. He's got the gap up to 5 seconds. And maybe that Scuderia Hispania car can get a win today if they can do their strategies right. My guess is since they're on the hards, they're going to try and run out everyone else. And maybe just try to overcut, I think it is. And get the lead, hopefully. Now here's the thing. Do you wait it out and wait for the rain to end and then pit for main tires? Or do you pit for the wet tires right now or the intermediates and then go back to the other tires?
Pardon? I didn't pay
So
attention
basically, here's the thing.
Hello.
Oh, hello. What's up,
Bacons.
Bacons? We have
So-
another commentator here. We will be cycling. We'll be going me, Bacons, Ocean. We will be talking about the race here. We have Royal in the lead. Man 15 is in 6th, with T-Jerk in 7th. T-Jerk and Man 50 have really been battling this whole entire race. We have a little bit of weather. Ocean, what do you think about all the weather strategies?
I think very interesting for them all different videos because the track is damp but not flooded at all, not wet at all. So bad
guess,
strategy
yeah.
for those orange kind of as Raikkonen pitted.
Oh, Raikkonen
And-
is pitted.
But his
Maybe
teammate DNF.
Oh, Apex is out. Wow. Apex
Yeah.
seems to be out of the... Quattros was out earlier. And now Raikkonen is about 24 seconds behind the next place car, Serpent. It's going for the hards. Yeah, I don't think the track is damp enough for the weather yet. Bacon, do you have
Yeah.
anything to say about that?
It will be very interesting to see how the pitters cycle out as the race progresses, as I believe Man 15 is the first one who made a pit stop, and he's gotten
him
that
and
gap
TJ.
down to 8.1 seconds as he makes
Hang
his
on.
way up to 3rd place into the podium position, as we have a pitter who, Young
Sorry to
89, is
interrupt. Yeah,
coming
we
into
have
the pit.
Yun and Dustin who have just come in. Yun is going to come out with the medium tires, and it looks like Dustin's going to come out with the mediums as well. However, are they going to get the mediums another 20 laps? That's very interesting. They might have to pit before the end of the race.
I think the strategy people are looking to anticipate on being the best is definitely the 2-stop. But we'll have to see if they go onto the soft tires later or onto another set of mediums.
Yeah, as it says in 5 minutes, the rain is supposed to apparently stop, which We don't know if that's official because the weather can sometimes change, I think. But you really never know. The track is listed as damp, so I don't think the drivers think. Oh, what happened?
Bob went wide.
Oh, Bob went way wide apparently. He's back down to P7. You see Man 15 here. He's already up into P3, but he's got a little bit of a gap on T-Jerk, so he doesn't have to panic too much right now. Let's see, the closest battle we have is back in P7. Oh, Bob's coming! Bob is coming to the pits in the Scuderia Hispania 62 car. What's he gonna go for here? He's gonna stay on the medium compound tires. The very interesting medium tire strategies that we have from the drivers here. We're gonna see how this works out.
I believe he's gonna
Royal
go for stuff. Yeah, Royal's still leading.
Yeah, Royal is a big gap now. He was at 5.2 a couple laps, and now he's at 5.7. Bastion is in second, but Man 15 is trying to chase him down, as T-Jerk is about 7/10 behind, so he doesn't have too much to panic about. But, I mean, unless Man 15 has a very bad corner stand like he might have just had there, I think he went a little slow, but he might not be able to keep it. He went wide.
Both T-Jerk and Man 15 have to maneuver through Sebastian Gattel's dirty air. And I think if they want to have the advantage on Royal with this strategy, they will have to pass him as soon as possible, because dirty air has proven to be very effective.
It has proven to be very effective indeed. Here comes both of them past Sebastian Vettel. It's a 3-car battle for second place. Who's going to get the second place spot? It looks like Man 15 is going to keep it. And Sebastian Vettel back into P4 for the moment. He went wide. And back goes Sebastian Vettel. He couldn't keep up for so long. And now he's falling back off the podium spots in the P4. And both of them are pulling away Man 15 and T-Jerk. Looks like
I think Sebastian Vettel's going to have to hang on onto the hard tires, because I believe he's trying to make...
I think Man 15 almost corner cut there. That was very close.
Sebastian Vettel makes a little mistake, as he went a little wide, and now Play Games, his teammate, is gaining on him. He's gotten that gap down to 2.5.
It seems like Hazard's day is done along with GD Dave. It makes it 4 DNFs on the race. We only have 14 cars running right now.
Meanwhile, the two drivers who pitted when the rain began, Man 15 and T-Jerk, they've gotten that gap down to 4.4 seconds. I believe it was 8 seconds not too long ago, 3 or so laps ago. So it's going to be very interesting to see what Royal does, because I truly believe he's going to want to make that one stop work. He's going to want to...
It says about a minute from now the rain is about to stop, which might be effective for all the drivers. Maybe this is what they were leaning for. They saw the rain wasn't going to be here for long. But Royal was losing time. He was at 5.8 earlier. Now it's down to 3 and 3/4 of a second, as it looks like T-Jerk is ahead for the moment. Well, the T-Jerk and Man 15 have been battling almost the whole entire day, it seems like. Oh, and Man 15 went wide. Wow. That was a very bad line from Man 15, and it did not work. He's probably going to send it through one of the corners here. Maybe you get a spot back, but we'll see how that works. There's a battle back in E5. Oh, hang on, Man 15. As I say that, he does send it, and now he's right on the tail of T-Jerk, but maybe is he going to get the move as the weather has the rain stopped? I think it has, yeah.
The rain has stopped. There's just
it has
a lot
stopped. The track is still damp, and since it's cloudy, it probably will stay damp for a little bit. The gap is down to 2.8 seconds. Ocean, would you like to add on anything?
Yeah, I'll add it to that. As I said, there will be 2 stopper though.
Yeah, it seems like it'll probably be a 2-stopper. I totally agree on that one. You can see Royal now down this long straightaway. It looks like T-Jerk is still on Man 15's tail. When is this battle ever gonna end? It's been from lap 1 all the way to lap 15, and who knows if it's gonna reach lap 31.
Yes, the drivers are so even on pace, as well as the slipstream being very powerful, keeping them together. As they are now approaching into Royal Slipstream, the gap is now 1.6 seconds as they're gaining multiple tenths every sector. Now that they've
Very
cleared the lap
concerning for
traffic,
Royal.
now that
Yeah.
they've cleared the lap traffic,
Royal's
Royal
gonna
is
have to
now
pit soon,
starting to lose
obviously.
more time. He can't because he's on the hards. He has to make that one stop work.
Oh yeah,
He
yeah, you're
can't
right.
go.
He has to make a one stop.
He
However,
can't go.
that might work because I think the majority of the field here is going to be going for the two-stopper. Royal's trying to be optimal here and see if he can find a way around it. Great work and attempt really from Scuderia Hispania. As it looks like Dust Dizzle is coming to the pits in the back. He was on the medium tires. Maybe he's going to go for the mediums again or go for the hards probably on the way to the end. Let's see.
As
He
Man
goes
50
hard
makes a
compound
mistake,
tires.
Man
Serpent's
50
also
makes a
coming.
mistake. Man
Oh,
50
Man
makes some
15.
mistakes,
Wow,
Oh,
big
and he's
mistake from him. Oh my goodness. As
and now
T-Jerk,
he's 3 seconds behind Royal. He
wow,
lost two
what
seconds
happened
to his
there?
he
He's
lost
got
two
Holy
right.
seconds to
cow.
his rival on the same strategy, and now he's gonna
Loss of the track?
have to make all that time back up. As
Wow,
now
that's
T-Jerk
very bad for Man 15. Also, the
now
track
T-Jerk
now
is
dry.
now T-Jerk is coming into the dirty air of Royal. We'll see how he manages to overtake Royal. As you can see, Royal's lines, he has to deal with the handling of that car. It is very hard to turn the car, keeping it within the limits. There's no T-Jerk coming up to
Whoa,
the
T-Jerk.
gearbox, into the turn. Dude, I'm talking. Anyways, T-Jerk coming into the first sector, right behind Royal, behind the gearbox, coming into the chicane. Both drivers take a clean line, and it looks like T-Jerk is going to overtake Royal right now as he late breaks into that corner, coming into the sector 2 straight away.
Well, as you see, this is a very close battle. Sorry for the interruption, by the way. Oh, and
Yep.
Royal with a bad corner, and T-Jerk is ahead, and he's probably going to run away now. Man 50's also closed the gap to 1.6 seconds, so he might not be out of it yet, but that big air really cost him there.
Mm.
You see, Royal might be trying to get some draft from T-Jerk, but his tires and the handling are just not working with him here. It's really going to hold him up a lot.
You can see the
Now,
understeer
and Royal's
on
gonna
Royal.
come in. He's in the pits.
Yep.
Luckily, he's only the second pit stall here in the front. He's gonna go for the medium compound tires. Let's see where he's gonna come out.
Oh, Milo.
Milo is also in. He's gained a lot of spots today. And Royal is going to come out right ahead of Yun. They are already in a battle for P6. Now Royal is on the fresher tires. Maybe the strategy is going to work out for him. Do any of you guys think this strategy is going to be efficient?
Potentially.
I think he's gonna have a big struggle on this strategy, as I believe Man 50 made another corner cut, reporting from
Oh
Hazard.
man, I think he did. He did. Wow. Oh my goodness, Man 15 is just struggling to get the lines right in some of these laps. And now he's got Play Games, the Max GP 21 car, right on his tail as T-Jerk is 3.8 seconds ahead.
Yeah, Play Games. I believe he pitted a lap later or so, so he definitely has the fresher tires between the top two right now. We'll see if he can make some noise as the race progresses.
Oh, Man 50
Man
pitted.
50's in. Man 50's in the pits.
Mm.
He's around one of the middle stalls, I think. No, he's not. Yes, he is. He's going to go. He's going to stay on the mediums. Sebastian Kato and Yoto are also in the pits. Royal up into P3. Just barely ahead of Yun, who actually came out ahead of Man 15.
You can see how
Mm.
powerful the undercut is as Royal put the gap from man 15 to now 4.6 seconds, almost 5
Wow.
seconds now.
And I think he still has to wait for T-Jerk Boy and Play Games to pit. So this might be very efficient for all. He just said a green sector. Yeah, this might actually work really well here for Royal, as we see. Ocean, do you want to add anything on that?
Keep going. Keep going.
All
Keep
right.
going.
As we
This is
see here, Becky, you keep going, Nose.
this is
Yeah,
the
I'll
first time
commentate.
we've seen
Yeah.
the track fully at its driest, as it's really been damp
T-Jerk's in.
this
T-Jerk's
entire
in the pits.
Yep.
T10. Will he go on
Play Games
to
is going to take the lead, and he stays out. So let's see where Royal is going to come out. Oh no, yeah, no, T-Jerk, my bad. Excuse me.
we'll
Mediums.
see the blend?
And Royal is ahead of T-Jerk. T-Jerk comes out in P3. Good pit stop for him. And now we just have to wait for the Max GP car of Play Games to come into the pits.
Yep. Will Play Games try to go onto the soft tires maybe? Because
I don't know if
I
he's going to get the soft 10 laps.
Yeah.
if some of you remember from a couple seasons ago, I think it
Mm.
was Man 15 who made an unexpected two soft strategy. He went on the softs and went on a complete rampage, gaining 2 to 3 seconds a lap on the entire field. So is Play Games thinking about that right now? And will he try and go on the soft to
Those
gain
softs are
a
really
little bit of an
powerful.
advantage?
The only issue with those softs are that they wear out really fast. Can he keep them for long enough, but also make sure that he gains enough spots? And Play Games is in! Almost hit the wall entering pit row. That was very close. Wow. And it looks like Royal is going to take the lead of this race. And with about 11 laps to go, he is on the run. Let's see where Play Games is going to come out. He goes on the mediums. And it
Safe.
looks like Yun and Man 15 are battling it out here. Oh, Yun goes way wide. And Man 15 is off and running.
I think Play Games made a mistake because now his teammate Kato is right behind him.
Yep. His
He was a
teammate.
couple seconds up the road
Don't wanna
ahead of
get-
him.
Don't want to get too aggressive against your teammates here. Battle for P5. And it looks like Play Games is going to extend ahead. Faster tires help out so much. Royal with the green sector. But he is 2.5 seconds ahead of T-Jerk Boy, who, if I'm correct, is on the faster tires. Gonna be a really close dash to the line if T-Jerk can gain enough time. Let's see anything else we have back here. We have Milo, who just set a green sector. He's trying to chase down Yoto back there for P8. As Royal sets another green sector. 2 green sectors for Royal. He seems to be gaining time. He's actually doing really well considering the situation he's in. That might have worked out great for the team.
T-Jerk, of course, 2 laps fresher tires than Royal. I would expect him to be have a little bit more pace, but looks like he's only gained about a handful of tenths since he came out of the pit. So
I totally
looks
agree.
like
I
he.
think,
But of course,
yeah,
with 10 laps to go, he's still closing that gap, multiple tenths a lap. So we'll see if T-Jerk will be able to overtake Royal. And of course, I think to overcome the dirty air, once he gets into that dirty air, he will need to be maybe 4 or 5 tenths a lap faster, and that's just about where the range he's in right now. And of course, especially through Sector 2, dirty air is very powerful. So both drivers will need to keep that in mind.
I'm going to say this. I think T-Jerk might be able to catch, but it's a matter of how much time he has left to catch. They're coming up on 9 to go, I'm pretty sure it is. And here's the thing. Does T-Jerk have enough time to get in a situation where he can pass Royal and possibly win this race?
And
And
Yun-
also, Yun is coming to the pits here in the back. Probably going to go on the soft compound tires. He should be able to take those to the end of the race. He has one of the final pit stalls. And he goes on the softs.
Okay.
Yun is
Very
going to
interesting.
come out in P9. However, is he going to improve and get back up to the spots he was around P6, P5?
Or don't neither of these won't. So so as you know, the soft probably like Warner put it low. Probably 6 laps, I guess.
Looks like Brody James in the back is also coming to the pits.
Yeah, yep, he's going for subs too.
Wow. Brody is a little far behind though. He's about 20. Let me see. Yeah, he's about 26 seconds behind top 10 spot. So I highly doubt he'll get there. But if he does, that would be really insane. As it looks like T-Jerk has closed the gap to 2.3 seconds. But he's still setting red sectors. You do not want to set those. As it's down to 2.2 now.
I think
Dustin's
it's
coming to
very-
the pits in the back. All these drivers who are coming in later are probably just going to try and go on the softs and try to run to the end and see, alright, is it going to be enough? Can we get, top 10 or something?
Oh,
At this pace, I think Royal is going to win this race. I don't know if T-Jerk has enough time to gain to Royal at the pace he is running at gaining to actually have a chance of winning this race.
I believe the teacher will win because of pace. With the tires.
Well, T-Jerk just set a green sector in Sector 2. He gained a couple tenths, I think. But we come to about 7 to go, and we will see how this plays out. I mean, like we know, one small corner cut or one going wide moment from T-Jerk could just be the end of this race for him, and Royal could be off.
Let's go on board with Royal as he is the leader of this race and see how he navigates through this track.
He runs very close to the corners there and goes as much space as he can.
Royal keeping it very clean, keeping his composure despite being heavily pressured by T-Jerk. T-Jerk's now about half a second from that 30th slipstream range.
Yeah, and I think that's something that stands out about Worm so much. He is really good at keeping his composure in these situations. The gap is now less than 2 seconds, but like I said earlier, at the pace we are running, I highly doubt T-Jerk is going to get there in time. You see, he's running great lines, for the moment that is, but if he can keep doing this, he's off and winning this race. We were doubting if the strategy was going to actually work, but he's gone it to work, and he's run it perfectly.
Another thing to note is definitely the championship battle. Man 15 leads the championship by 7 points over T-Jerk. So this finish provisionally, if T-Jerk were to finish second, he would gain a handful of points. As Royal makes a mistake. Royal was cut the
Oh!
chicane and now
Royal cut the chicane!
T-Jerk.
Oh no, here comes
Oh.
T-Jerk! And just when we thought this race was in Royal's hands, he's dropped it! And now T-Jerk, oh my goodness, has a chance of winning this race! The
As I
gap
was
is still
mentioning-
8.5 tenths.
going back to my point about the championship battle, if T-Jerk were to win this race, that would make him the championship leader, I believe. As
Yeah.
E3 gains 15 points and Kurtz gains 25 points. So that would make him the leader, crucially, if he were to get past Royal right now.
This is
However,
going to
he's-
be a dash to the end of lap 31. The gap is half a second compared to the almost 2 that it was a couple laps ago. Now, just when T-Jerk thought his race might be over, it is coming to his hand, and he might have a chance at getting place back to somebody. As I saw in that corner, Black Serpent went wide. Looks like Black Serpent is also out of the race. He DNFs in P14, makes it 5 DNFs on today's race. You only have 13 cars running here in Perkanma.
Meanwhile,
Gap is
something to
less
note
than
is that
4/10.
Man 15 has been gaining on these two. He was, I believe, 4 seconds back from T-Jerk. Now he's down to 3 seconds. So if Royal can hold up T-Jerk enough for Man 15 to get into that into that slipstream of T-Jerk, he could be in the mix. However, we will have to see.
Here's
As
the
T-Jerk
thing.
takes a really good line, Royal missed the apex. Going into the last set of corners, Royal takes a good line. T-Jerk having to fight that dirty air.
You see here. Yeah, here's the thing with Man 15 though. He's already 4 seconds back. He needs to hope for both of them to go wide. Oh, and T-Jerk went a little wide as I say that. Oh my goodness. He didn't lose much time, but he lost a 10.
Oy.
Also, apparently, Justice said in the chat he has to go. So if he can't finish this race, it's going to be only 12 cars running here, and Bob would get a spot in the top 10. As you see,
Yep, that would be it.
Let's go on board with T-Jerk as we see. He's really close. Coming into the left-hander. He has a chance. Royal somehow fends him off. What a run that was from Royal there. And the gap is just so much closer. Who's going to win this race? It's going to be Royal. Or is it going to be T-Jerk? T-Jerk. Here comes T-Jerk. He gets the inside. He's ahead of Royal for the moment. But is Royal going to make any other moves? I think T-Jerk might be off the run. He has a couple fresher tires, and he is off. 3/10 back now for Royal. And man, it looks like Royal is not out of this. He sends it into turn 1. T-Jerk goes wide. Royal gets back into first place.
And with that, T-Jerk's gonna have to work through that dirty air again. He overtook Royal. Now he's gonna have to pass him all over again. He's going to have to deal with that dirty air he dealt with for a couple laps.
This is going to be a very close race here with 3 to go. This is the part where T-Jerk gains the most. Down this long straightaway. Who's going to get the better exit into the fast left-hander? It looks like Royal for the moment. T-Jerk corner cuts! Oh no! And it looks like Royal is about half a second ahead. And T-Jerk might have just fumbled the race there. Oh, Royal went wide
Royal
as well.
goes slightly wide.
Wow.
Yep.
Both
That corner cut
drivers
was
struggling.
that corner
They're
cut has
dealing
to
with
put
dirty air.
that
T-Jerk
corner
just
cut
needs
has
to
to
keep his
put
cool.
T-Jerk. That corner cut has to put T-Jerk
Royal.
under more intensity, as now he has to work through that dirty air again. And in my opinion, when you're 4 or more tenths behind a car, that's when the dirty air is at its worst. So we'll see how Royal and T-Jerk will play out these few laps.
So, as we see here, it is 2 to go. Two of these drivers, any of them can win here in any circumstance. It is that close. As we come down the straightaway, look, this is the part where, like I said, this is where T-Jerk gains the most. Oh, and I think Play Games is wrecked in the back as well. And I think he'll be DNFing. 2 to go. But we got to focus on this battle instead. As it
Looks like Play Games has disconnected again. This is his second retirement of the season from disconnection. We've seen
And
that
he's
a lot
gone.
throughout his career.
It's connected.
Wow.
Green sector for T-Jerk, and I think he took the lead. And now in the
Very
left
close.
turn.
T-Jerk is ahead. But it's not over yet. Royal still has a chance. He's got to make every corner work perfectly here, though, if he wants a chance. Do that right-hander. Coming to the line. It's going to be 1 to go here at Perkanma. Who's going to win this race? Coming down to the straight. Into turn 1. Royal is right on T-Jerk's tail. None of them are going to mess up here, but it looks like Royal is way slower than T-Jerk here. He's just got to put his skill to the test. Way more inside through that corner. Royal is there. About a tenth separates the two. Coming through that left-hander, T-Jerk with the better exit as they come down the long straightaway. 1/5 of a second separate the two. T-Jerk goes a little more inside to get prepared for the corner, but here comes Royal. Is he going to get anything to work? He goes inside, but he can't keep the speed through it.
This is going to
As
be a crucial
now,
part of this last lap. Is
it's going
both
to be a
drivers
dash
have
to
to
the
be sure
line
to
here.
keep it in the line.
Here comes Royal. Royal might be there. He has a chance to get past T-Jerk, but T-Jerk has to run some really good lines here if he wants to get this win. Here comes Royal. He went a little wide, and T-Jerk is now pulling away. Last chance for Royal. It's not gonna be there. T-Jerk boy, 1, 2, 6, 7 comes to the line, spinning across the line almost. He wins it here in Perkama. Royal takes second place. He gave it his true all, but it wasn't enough. Man 15 P3, he also gets the fastest lap. Sebastian takes P4. Milo with a great P5 finish. Yoto P6. Young's gonna come across the line at P7. And Dustin, who is literally just about to leave once this race ends, gets P8. Dustin will be P9. And eventually, Bob is going to get the final top 10 spot. What a race to the line we had. Man, that was insane.
Yeah,
That
You
was
guys like
definitely.
that? Anything?
it was.
Go ahead, Ocean.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, no, by the way, who's your driver for the day? By the way, for you guys.
I gotta say T-Jerk. That was
Yeah.
an amazing comeback from him to get there.
What about you,
I think
Dickens?
I think I would have to go with, I think I would have to go with Royal, to be honest. Despite him not winning the race, he held off Teeter for many laps while being at a huge tire disadvantage and managed to bring it home second, damage limiting his championship hopes.
Interesting. So, okay, so my driver for the day though, that might interesting for though. It's gotta be Milo because he didn't qualify though because he late, but then had a bad start in like you know in the race, but managed to up to P5 in the position though. So that's
Yeah,
all. Yeah, nobody.
yeah,
So
that's
Well,
also a
yeah,
good drive from Milo, of course.
yeah.
it's a heck of a race.
Anyways,
Oh,
that will wrap up the stream for the Division 1 race at Porcama. We will see you all tomorrow for the Division 2 race here.